Big Shug. It's really real right now.
Mr. DL.
222. Who's off?
Yo, we are here, episode 43 of the Danger Zone podcast. We just want to let you guys know off the top of the show, you can watch the video, you can watch this podcast on YouTube. And we know people are watching it, listening to it on Spotify, Apple Music, this and that. The only place it's available in video form is on YouTube. So if you want to watch the podcast, it's on YouTube. But besides that, it's been another crazy week in hip hop. This just came in while we were doing the setup for the show. The rapper Blueface has just been arrested for attempted murder.
Word, right? On some hip hop shit though.
Oh, hold on, Big Shug. I want to tell him our last episode was with Rascast, West Coast legend Rascast, and we completely forgot to even ask him about his twin sons who are in one of the biggest rap groups in the world. We didn't even talk about it. We didn't even bring it up, Big. Tanya, where were you at?
I'm sorry.
I wasn't even aware. So.
Coast Contra, you know what that is?
Yes, I know the name.
Two of them are his kids.
Oh.
The man is a very interesting man. It was a good conversation, and sometimes you just get caught up.
Yeah, so go check out that interview after this one, and we talked to him about pretty much everything but that. And I thought that was a pretty dope interview.
I didn't even peep, man. So
so what's going on this week?
We'll hit him again. As we know, man, rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yeah.
But Quavo pens a heartfelt letter to Takeoff, and he says that he's the angel of them. He has penned a touching letter to his fallen partner in rhyme, Takeoff, in which he said the word nephew did not adequately describe his Migos brethren, because that was his nephew in real life. He said the letter was posted to Quavo on Instagram. He had remained dormant since the post was made on October 31st. The letter, which is broken up in 3 slides, was posted over a collage of photos of the two artists at various points in their lives. Since we were kids, you've been by my side, looking up at me, Quavo wrote. Them eyes waiting on me to make the move. Then you would follow up right behind me. You always made sure I did it first so you could do it right with me. You never competed with me. We were always on the same team. That's just a part of it, but I mean, I'm sure it's pretty deep because like they were family. You created something together that was great. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Takeoff.
Dude, there's another one right there, man.
We hear you.
This is, it's been too long. It's been too long. Too many days have passed, in my opinion, for that case to get wrapped up. It's been, what's today's date? The 18th? Mm-hmm. Something like that. So it's been 17 days. That's a long time. That's a lifetime. You can get out of the country in 17 days. Easy breezy. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on, man?
So I just feel like there's another one right there that I don't think is going to get solved. As far as I'm talking about another one as far as hip hop murders, when it's literally, we've all watched it happen on cell phone footage. I mean, we can't break down the certain angle of who actually did it.
I didn't peep.
But we know that it was filmed from multiple angles, this and that. So it's just another one of those things that I feel is just going to be swept under the rug, and who knows?
I guess only time's gonna tell about that one.
And also,
I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't really know what happened. You can't get a full opinion off shaky footage.
Nah.
Of people in a panic.
Sometimes you
filming like this.
Sometimes you can't even get the right picture off of still footage. It's crazy. Phones or some foggy shit. So who fucking knows?
Like the snap.
But I was just saying that I just feel like that's going to be another one of those ones that just goes unsolved.
Also, as we know, Nas has released an album.
Here we go.
Released the album. King's Disease 3.
Yep.
It was celebrated, man. It's a critically acclaimed album. But while he was at the release party celebrating, unfortunately, someone broke into his house. Which is crazy these days. It seems like, man, your shit would be, with all these ring and ding and whatever alarm systems.
It's dangerous because it goes from it could very have easily gone from a break-in, like you're saying, to a home invasion if he was not at his record release party.
Yeah.
You know?
But see, that might be why they broke in. But
yeah, they probably knew.
What it says, Nas, his home in Los Angeles was burglarized while he was celebrating the release of King's Disease. Actually, it was reported that the two men broke into the Queens Legends Calabasas property on Saturday evening around 8:30 p.m. The assailant smashed through a red door to gain access to the home. When Nas' team discovered them on Ring camera, so he did have Ring.
He was right.
Members of Nas' crew called the cops and then saw the robbers leaving the residence.
He invested in Ring, right? So he got a lot of his money.
Yeah, he got to be the ring leader. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So,
Is there a dad in the house?
you know, we got something more to speak on about that, but we'll do it a little later. But, you know, I've actually started listening to the King's Disease 3. You know, I'm like probably 4 or 5 songs in, you know. And some people are saying that the Hit Boys production doesn't hit hard enough for them. I found lyrically and the way it's kind of moving theme-wise and musically, it's Nas, it's kind of banging. But I also am one of them people that always got in my mind that he got a premiere album on deck.
Yeah, let's segue into that.
You know what I mean?
I know where you want to go.
You know, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, so the album comes out, the world's buzzing about it, and still not buzzing as much as they buzzed about that one Jay-Z verse, but we're going to leave it right there. But the world's buzzing about the album, this and that. The internet's talking. People seem to like it.
I do up to this point.
And on the album, he disses Pete Rock. Did you get to that yet?
I didn't get to that yet.
So he disses Pete Rock on the album.
In what way?
He says his name straight up. He says so he disses Pete Rock on the album, and everyone's talking about Pete Rock's trending. I'm like, why is Pete Rock trending? And then I go to his thing, and Pete Rock says this: I will be deactivating my Twitter sooner than soon, so whatever I'm trending about, I don't care, with a bunch of crying face emojis. Y'all have a good evening. To all my real fans that genuinely love your boy, get ready for a barrage of the dopest music you're gonna hear in hip-hop. Peace. I'm the strong producer. Deactivating his Twitter. He doesn't care what everyone has to say about what he's not even paying attention to it.
Either,
and I care. Everyone cares. That was trending.
Fuck him. Go ahead. Get the fuck out.
So what did Nas say exactly, Tanya?
What did he say,
So
Tanya?
This is a rhyme.
The 30th song, it's called Esco. It says, I wonder why Pete Rock...
The 30th song?
It says on the song 30.
Oh, okay. So it says a long-ass album.
Sorry. Maybe I said that wrong. On the song 30, he says, I wonder why Pete Rock would act like that. That type of behavior made me get rapped right back. And now I can't tell if all the good that I did's been hid with they agenda again. Nigga, I know that y'all praying I go back to nothing. We in the future. Let's get past the front and let's get money.
So what makes that about Pete Rock, though?
Because Pete Rock's suing him, and he arrests right away in the first bar. He disses him. Because Pete Rock is suing Nas over the World Is Yours record. 30 years later, Pete Rock, or what is it, 28, whatever it is.
That's why it's called 30 as well, probably.
Yeah, there you go. So 30 years later, Pete Rock decides that all of a sudden he didn't get what he was owed for that record. And he sued Nas. And Nas...
that's a bitch made move.
Yeah, and then Nas calls him out on the record. And on that same song, I believe, he hints to the DJ Premier album. Because that's not...
So I did listen to that song.
Okay.
I heard that. Pete Rock too, though. He said something about Pete Rock.
Yeah, that's the song right there.
Okay,
Then that's the song. Yeah.
That.
So that was when Pete Rock came back on Twitter and he goes, "I'm deactivating my thing," because that album was trending so much that he must have just been getting blip, 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 notifications galore, and he was just like, "I gotta get the."
As people were listening to the album.
But he's still on there.
Yo. Shout out to motherfucking Nas, man.
Hell yeah.
King's Disease 3.
Yeah, I'm
Keep
trying
popping.
to do that justice.
Yeah, I mean. Also,
Hey.
Exhibit's ex-wife, he was ordered to pay her $6,000 a month in child support.
Wow. Is that a lot? That's a lot, right? That's what's that? No, that's not a lot, I guess.
Well, we know 50 Cent's son was just getting around that same amount, and he was mentioning how that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I know someone normal who does 1,500, so I don't think 6,000 sounds that out.
Well,
sorry, I don't think 6,000 sounds that outrageous.
Yeah.
But it's a higher amount, definitely.
It says rapper Exhibit has been ordered to pay his estranged wife $6,000 a month in child support, a part of their bitter court battle. According to the court documents obtained, Exhibit's real name, Alvin Jones, and his estranged wife, Krista Joyner, appeared before a judge this week as part of their never-ending split. The judge ordered the rapper to pay his estranged wife $2,239 a month in child support, starting on August 1st, and continuing with their 10-year-old son, Galen turns 18. Exhibit was also ordered to pay an additional $3,702 a month in temporary spousal support. He will also have to pay $5,941 to settle support arrearages for the month of July. Wow. So basically, shit.
I guess that's not too much. It's only $1,500 a week.
I mean,
I guess that's not too much if you're a fucking MTV.
I mean, that's
well,
a
he's
salary,
trying. He's trying to say that he doesn't have. He's trying to say that he doesn't have any money anymore. But that's usually what people say.
True, though.
It could be, but that's what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we all living. If a judge can make you pay somebody $6,000 a month, like, you're all right. Like, at least, you know.
Yeah.
So I just mentioned that to mention it. I mean, we probably really don't even care too much about that shit. On some real shit. But
it's interesting.
Yeah.
we throw it up. We throw it up, man. That's just like, yo.
Could be it.
That's just like trash on Thursday. Nah, but anyway, you got another hip hop?
Yeah, I don't know if it's hip hop. I consider it hip hop. Dave Chappelle hosts SNL again.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
You know, did you watch it?
I saw
His monologue was hilarious. I thought he phoned it in though, as far as he wasn't really in many skits.
Nah.
And then he was in the funniest skit he was in. He was
characters?
He was. No, that one was hilarious. But that one wasn't live. That one's a pre-filmed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the one that he was in, where he made the white guy say everything, like I feel like his monologue was so great, but he phoned it in as far as the skits he was in. He wasn't really in much.
That's what he wanted. Or
Yeah, definitely what he wanted. Dude, he was smoking a cigarette on TV.
Let me tell you something. Dave Chappelle performs, does his thing. That's Dave Chappelle's thing.
Yeah.
You got to remember, this is a man who walked away from over $100 million, and he's like, y'all keep that shit. I'm good. And then he was, because he came back and he's better.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
He's like, I'll host again, but I don't want to be on stage too much.
That motherfucker said, yo, hey, go ahead, man. I'm good. And then come back. That's like Ricky Williams. When he was playing the NFL at the top of his game. And then he fucking went and lived in tents and smoked weed and shit for like a year and almost 2 years. Then he came back and they were like, oh, he's not going to be good anymore. He's not going to be this. He was phenomenal still. So, I mean, it's just crazy. Like when somebody does something different, they're like, you know, I don't know how this is going to turn out. But hey.
Do you like Dave Chappelle? Like, you think he's up there in the top five?
Yeah, because the type of comedy he has. Like some people is different. Like, you know, you got Kevin Hart. I'm going to do what I say when I say it. Yeah. Like, so he's just a hyper little dude, kind of physical funny.
I don't think he's not funny.
Yeah.
I think he's funny, but I don't think he's a great, as far as a comedian.
No, he's not. He's just he's a physical funny dude.
Yeah.
Physically funny. No, but his shit's kind of funny. And the way he talks, shit like that.
Yeah.
So they make you laugh.
I think he's funny, but I don't think he's up there on the, like, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle.
Now, you see, I just think Chris Rock is all right. I never really thought he was like. I never really was entertained.
Back in
by him
Bigger
like
and Blacker, I think that's one of the funniest ones.
To
ever.
me, one of the thing that I always remember because it was dumb as shit was CB4. You know what I mean? Because
Gusto.
And there was so many rappers that was really like that.
Charlie Murphy was Gusto. You remember that?
Yeah. That's a classic movie in my head because I'm like, that shit was dumb as shit.
The Bagheads. The Bagheads. When they were trying to come up with the group name.
You know, and I remember the dude was Dead Mike. Yeah. I was like, he had the illest rap name of them all.
I'm black, y'all.
You know,
I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black.
But that dude said, his name is Dead Mike. I was like, yo, come on, man. That's a rap. Like,
so it was MC Gusto, Dead Mike, and who was the other guy?
I was like, yeah, man, but that I never forgot because I was like,
Stab Master Arson.
Yeah, Stab Master Arson.
Why do I remember that shit?
And it's like, it's because it's like so many motherfuckers real were like that. Came from some ass herb shit and became these gangsters. I'm a gangster now.
I thought that was I always thought that was an Ice Cube diss, that whole character. Because they were saying Ice Cube, he was supposed to look like Eazy-E, but I felt like he was like, oh, Ice Cube's from a nice neighborhood. I'm like, well, not really, but I mean, he was in Compton, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he had them Jerry curls.
You can live in a nice neighborhood and walk 3 blocks and not be in one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the black colleges in Atlanta, Georgia, for Spelman, Morehouse, Clark, Morris Brown. They're on our block that if you go down the street, this when Guru was going there, shit was crazy. You know, it's prostitutes, hustling, craziness. Vine City on the other side, right down the street. So you taking your kid away to go to college, but down the street, the shit is like, you know what I mean? But, hey, we here.
Bringing it back.
It sounds like a place I'd like to film.
We here, you know what I mean? The Danger Zone podcast, episode
43.
43. So next time you watch the show, do 43 push-ups. With Mr. DL. So then,
give me a week.
Nah, I know, right? You on this motherfucker like this. She's doing push-ups, kid. You know what I'm saying? I'll push that. Give me a beef patty, put it right here.
So what, you got anything that happened in hip-hop this week?
Oh,
that you
no.
want to talk about?
What?
Anything?
What?
What do you got? Anything?
Yes.
What happened?
What?
What did Bad Bunny
Not
do?
Bad
What color are
Bunny,
his
yeah.
nails?
Yes! Come
Yes.
on! You know he
Bad
got
Yes.
nominated
I know.
for a Grammy
They're
for
fucking
Best
big.
Album of
I
the
just heard
Year.
some shit about it.
Y es todo en español. The
Yeah.
album is all in Spanish. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I have something to say.
They,
Boricua!
yo, they said,
He a Bad Bunny.
I just heard that shit. Somebody said, yo, the Bad Bunny is good. This was a sports show on WEI or something. I listened to Tony Maz and them dudes, and dude said on that show, right, that, no, it was the earlier show in the daytime, damn. The other one, where the dude said...
Pop, the one with Pop V?
What's
that, Dan Levitar?
No, that's not that.
Oh, they have another time in the morning. That's
Yeah, but it's
on
not that.
Florida,
It's not
though.
that thing. It's on the
Oh,
radio. I'll be
she's on
watching.
ESPN.
I forget his name. Damn, I'm sorry.
That's all
But he
He forgives you.
he was like, yo, you know, that's a good album. Like Bad Bunny, they were really good. He said, well, yeah, but you got to be like, you know, to understand it, you got to be Spanish.
Yeah.
Right? And he was like Latino, and they was like, oh, you know, and then for you to say that, it was all in Spanish. It was fun. I just heard that shit today, Bad Bunny. And I'd be like, damn, we always be fucking
You should
around.
know that one of the artists, like when you go to another country and they really don't speak English, but they know all your
the
lyrics.
Words, all the words.
Like, it happens. So
I seen that shit. I remember these Spanish people.
Them beats, them Latin beats.
It was Spanish women and men. It's about 5 of them. And we was at the Montreux Jazz Festival. And these mofos was
Mofos.
I know
We mofos.
Yo, they was
Danger Zone.
Yo, they was doing, I know, right? They
Are you about to get into La Zona del Peligro, Big Shug?
Hey, yo, yeah. I used to sell Pericos back in the day. But for $60. Anyway, no, but
Holy shit.
now you got me fucked up.
Yesterday's price is not today's price, Big Shug.
Well, I know they used to get a gram of... He's looking at you like, what?
Wow.
What, little Joe? No. Yo, what?
Anyway,
BT
don't
Joe?
tamper. You were saying about the Sports Center or ESPN
Oh, the show,
saying
yeah,
that
the
he
Bad
likes
Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Like, everybody
No,
likes
no,
Bad
it wasn't.
Bunny.
It wasn't ESPN. It was a sports show on the radio. But he was saying that. But no, you really knowing that, you gotta be a Latino. He was saying that to the other guy that was on the show.
Understood.
But I mean, that's what made me like, oh yeah, that's right. She always be talking about Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? But and I know another group that they used to have in the hood when I was coming up had a similar name, Sad Money. Anyway, Sad Money. They was a group, you know what I'm saying? It was from the hood. The motherfuckers didn't make that much bread. Every time they try to rob something, get money, they got arrested. So we just called them Sad Money. Not a true story. But anyway, oh shit, as we move on.
Not a true story.
Yo.
So is
Not
that,
a true story.
Hey,
is that it for rap? Hip hop?
Yo,
What do you think?
Method Man.
Oh, Method Man.
No. Method Man had said, somebody just recently asked him on the show, why do you think, isn't even, the question wasn't even true. Why do you think rappers make such good actors? Right? He said, because we're great liars. You know, like, now listen. Now, this might be a fact, but, you know, he's in a position to, like, now be on a show going,
Yeah.
because we're great liars. If you said that shit back in the day, they'd be like, yo, this cornball motherfucker from Wu-Tang. Nah, so it is what it is. We grown and shit. But I just laughed at it because, the music is what it is. It's music. It's
performing, you
there's some realness to some of these lyrics, but then there's embellishment in all these shits. You know what I mean? Because people want to know how you walk into the bathroom to go to and open the door and close it and go in there and blow it up and come out. They don't want you to make up some shit. I swung from a rope into the bathroom. It makes it look more exciting.
Yeah.
And then I took a shit and then that's just like, we know motherfuckers be lying. I did a song called I Seen This Group Go For Bad. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I thought, I seen that they act pussy when we was backstage. That was my lyric. I said, but then I realized this isn't the streets, this is show. So I played my position and I rocked my flow. Right? That wasn't my shit because I was like, oh shit, I'm in here. This is my first tour I was ever on. And I seen dudes acting like, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers is hoes. That's how I felt like. And then
That's how you really feel.
I realized, man, you know what I'm saying? I realized like, oh, okay, you're in entertainment now, son. You know, these dudes is not really what they appear to be. So I was like, yo, I said to EPMD, give us our KFC. We want a bucket of KFC. Because they had trash cans. Let me tell you this quick gangsta story. First tour I ever went on was with EPMD. You know what I'm saying? I went to New York for the weekend with Guru, rest in peace. And he was like, yo, come on tour. I said, dude, I only got like 3 outfits, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, you gotta get your experience. We ain't gotta make no money or nothing. You just be on it and we had per diem or whatever. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So I called the crib and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go on tour. But I really didn't realize it was a month. I thought it was just like, a week or something, whatever, you know? So now I'm on tour and we're rocking everywhere. I got the same 3 outfits, washing the shit out of them shits, right? And I'm hold up. I know he keeping that shit. I know he keeping all that.
No, that's all good.
No.
Sometimes you get on the space cam.
I'm bugging. I know I got a space
Bring
cam.
it back now.
I got a space cam like a motherfucker. But what were you talking about? Cause
EPMD.
Yeah, but it was something about before that because it was
You were washing your clothes. You only
before that, it was a distance because I was telling the story because it was something that was, yeah, boom, I'm back now. I'm back.
Boom, back.
So, so we was on this tour. So this tour had K-Solo, Redman had just came out, Das Effects had just came out. This tour was big. These dudes all had their own tour buses, these big-ass 18-wheelers for production. This is crazy. Their movement was a movement. We got a tour bus.
You like Das Effects?
Back then, it was for the movement. You know what I mean? It was new. It was different.
No, it's definitely different.
Let me explain. So what happened was, I go on. This is my first time on tour. I go in the dressing room. I'm in their dressing room first. That's all their whole crew. EPMD's whole crew. Man, they got buckets, Heinekens and shit, and beer on ice, and they got tons of fucking KFC and all this other food and everything. I said, oh man, that's dope. I go to our dressing room. We got some dried up ass looking Chinese food, right? We got, for real, this no bullshit. And a 6-pack of Heine's and whatever. I'm like, the fuck is this? Then I go out and I say, this is bullshit. And I grab the fucking bucket of whatever they had put in our shit. And then Parrish comes over, he's like, what's up, man? What's up? I said, man, look, come here. I showed him my dressing room. I said, we got this and y'all eating like that? Like this is, nah, cause my street mentality's on this. I just came home not too long ago. I'm on here with my boys and them on some rap shit. I'm like, fuck it. I fuck all that silly shit. So, but he was dope because after that point, he was like, you eat with us for the rest of the tour. Yeah. So there wasn't no separation now. We all got big buckets of Heinekens and brews and all that. But it was on me or something. It would have been a different situation if motherfuckers was like, that's what you motherfuckers get. Then I'd be telling you another story. But we all became tight though. Red, everybody.
Then it'd be the danger zone.
Yeah, we became tight because we was on tour for like a month. And that's when that shit, if y'all even know about when Redman first came out and Das Effects and all that, that shit was big. Like all that shit was big. Yeah. And EPMD was still, and matter of fact, they taught me something too. They taught me that these motherfuckers used to have to wear their black shit every show. Cause I think me and Guru used to bring mad luggage and shit, right? So they used to wear their same shit. And I was like, fuck is going on? And Eric was like, you light on, what you're touring with your clothes wise, and plus they were sending shit to the cleaners like on a regular throughout the tour. Yeah. So I was like, so that's why like even if I rock now, a lot of times I got a t-shirt on, some jeans or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you different places, rocking your shit is clean, it's fresh. And I learned that from them. I was like learning the pizza shit from Ice Cube. You know, you remember that one? So,
Yeah.
So it's, you can learn a lot from a rapper. But hey, yo, what's that thing y'all smoking on, man? Let the people know, cause
I'm
y'all
smoking on some dabs over here.
Yeah, cause I want them to see it's a dabber, cause I don't want y'all to think my co-host is smoking crack.
Put the Amazon
Yo,
link.
Nah, they hip.
The Amazon link in the.
Look at that. See,
So basically, you put dab in here.
See that?
Then you hit this button. It heats up, and when
Boom.
it starts to shake. It's ready to smoke. You want to try one?
It doesn't shake it.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I just wanted to know cause the way y'all was passing it around and shit, I was like, yo, I don't want them to think my co-hosts are smoking crack. I just was like, yo.
Green crack.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that.
Exactly.
And the pipes lit up, and y'all smiling too much for it to be crack. So that's why I was like, I wanted to.
When you smoke crack, do you like go Debbie Downer?
Now you don't smile.
Oh.
Y'all was both like, hey.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of effect it has.
Well, it's a terrible effect. But we'll save that
Don't
for
smile.
another show. I'm a historian, a crack historian. That's part of life, you know what I mean? So it's a terrible effect. So
I think that's good.
right about now, we at that time.
To bring forth.
Stupid as hell
Bring
time?
forth the
Oh,
Stupid
shit.
as hit it.
Oh, boy, hold on. Someone's calling me. Who's this? Oh, shit, it's Steele. Hold on a
Like,
second.
get over.
It's magical, man. Things are well. Things are well. Looking up, man. Everybody on this side is blessed. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Well,
Man.
good to see you, good people right there.
Too, man.
Pardon my lateness.
Nah. We here, man. You know, so I'm just glad you partake. You know,
Yes.
so
All facts.
that's what's important.
Yes.
But we're here at episode 43.
Cheers. Like, what are you drinking?
Right? Are we 43?
42.
I'm drinking some hermana.
I'm always on.
What did you say?
Hermana, I think it's called.
Hermana. Oh.
Tequila?
Well,
Tequila.
Well, tell
Reposado.
Hermano that I'm available.
What do you want? Yo, so listen, we here, episode 43.
43.
The Danger Zone podcast. We're grateful to have as a guest, General Steele from the legendary Smif-n-Wessun, from the legendary, it is what it is, Brooklyn, Duck Down, the whole everything, man, so what's good, man? How you?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Life is good, man. I mean, considering that we just took a big hit in the industry right now, it's like, aside from that, just the fact that to have breath in my lungs and to be able to talk to my sons and be able to kick it with you beautiful people on this platform, I think we gotta look at those as blessings. So I feel blessed right now, man. And I'm in the studio with my PNC and we chiseling, so that feels awesome.
Right. Well, that's
You know
good.
what I mean?
Can you just, like, for people who might not be up to speed, you kind of just give a synopsis, you know what I'm saying, of, still, how this came about and the whole, situation. And
I was able to meet some really good individuals. My brother Rockness Myster from Helter Skelter lived across the street from me. I was introduced to him by my uncle Guy, rest in peace. He's like, yo, you gotta meet Jamal. When I met Rock, he was nice. He was like, oh,
Hell yeah.
But prior to that, running around in high school, one of my first partners is from Chauncey Street. You know what I mean? Up the hill, my man Chase. And Chase pretty much brought me in. Like, Chase taught me the game. You taught me the street shit a little bit, and he taught me the game of hip hop, because he was like, to me, Chase sounded like he sounded like Rakim Allah to me. He sounded like Coogee Rap to me. I'm like, wow, this kid is nice, man. And I think I might have had like 3 raps, Shug. You know what I'm saying? My bars wasn't up really like that.
Right.
So I was studying. And then once I got to meet Tech, and going through running around, salute to Chase, by the way, salute to Joanne and the Wild Bunch, salute to fam up the hill. I gotta, give it up to my family Decepticons. You know what I mean? Running around with Decep and just learning the basis of whatever quote unquote street life is. And then meeting my brother, my PNC Tech, and then being able to translate that through music. You know what I mean? In a way where it just benefits us, and then we could, I guess, elevate and pass on the message. So yeah, and I gotta big up my sister Tracy who's the physical blood sister of Buckshot, because I met Tracy going to George Washington night school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We both was effing up.
That night
so
school,
we had
yeah.
the night school.
That night school.
So we
sit
in the back at the night school. Like, I met Trace in night school, but I was like, by that time, I was like a solo artist. You know what I mean? So she was like, yo, I'm gonna introduce you to my brother, blah, blah, blah. Tracy used to be a dancer. That's back in the era where everybody that came out thought they needed 2 dances. You know what I mean? Kane and them had school with Scrap. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody had 2. You know, and it was. I'm like, wow, that's the formula. I need that. Shorty was with it. You know, she had seen me doing my thing on like these little shows I used to have. She saw me at a Ron Alexander show. I was just running around in the circuit, just trying to make a name for myself. But you know, me and Tech just sat down and it's like, yo, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna put it together. It's gonna be you and me from here to whenever. And that's when Smif-n-Wessun started. And Tracy introduced me to her brother, Buckshot. Buckshot knew Kasim, which is 5FT.
Mm-hmm.
And 5FT was best friends with Evil D. So we just was like, man, we started out as like, we just was security. We hood cats, you know what I mean? So we just running around with these cats. We going from here to Bushwick. We on Wordfield. And we just, you know, just respect of the process.
Mm-hmm.
We was blessed to meet Mr. Walk. Mm-hmm. Mr. Walk trained us in the basement. Salute to Mama Dugard. You know what I mean?
Walk,
let us.
my man.
What? Come on, man. We was sitting in the basement. I mean, prior to that, man, I mean, you know, we was doing, you know, and I, big up my PNC's father, John, because he had they had the brownstone. You know, we raised in these parts where some of our parents actually played in bands, and whether it was church bands or, you know, on Atlantic Avenue at the clubs or pubs or whatever case be, Tech father is equipped in that, but I can let him build on that further. Besides that, man, we were just trying to make our bones, and we was able to meet up with these guys, Black Moon, and at the time, Juha was working as an intern at Nervous Records, and him and Buckshot. Buckshot is an ill scientist, man. That's my bro for life.
Yeah, he's an ill scientist.
Factory.
I'm gonna leave
that
it
guy's, man. He way. That's I call him the space cadet, man. He's on another whole nebula right there.
Well, I just might believe you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yo, it's crazy because back in the day, he was doing some album. I forget which album it exactly was, and we was at D&D, and he was recording at D&D all the time. You know, y'all used to slide through, but he was coming through, and he used to wear this 8-ball jacket. You know what I'm saying? He had this 8-ball jacket, and he was like he was wearing that shit every day until he finished the album. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, yo, we was like, yo, this little dude's a little different. You know what I mean? But you know, I was like, okay, go ahead with that 8-ball joint. You know what I mean? Like I said, we went on. You know, all of us, man. Like I always say on the show, all of us was ascending and moving at the same time. So therefore, I'm gonna see you somewhere, or we gonna see the crew, and we was the Gangstar Foundation following, you know, with Gangstar and y'all. Yeah. You know, with Buckshot, everybody. So, you know, it's crazy because it was a movement, and it was something that us as fans, you know what I'm saying, just because I'm a hip hop fan too. Fuck it, you know. That was like
too, that's for life.
Yeah, it really resonated like with people like you know, the fans, man. Y'all music, y'all's family.
You know what
I'm saying?
Paul McConya, where's the Big Shug? Can I add on to that just real briefly?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut your wisdom, but I have to I wanted to be known that like Boot Camp was in the A room, Gangstar Foundation was in the B room. Primo kept his room. So he worked with everybody in that B room. He knew the house. He knew the coordination in that room, and he knew how to make things sound the way he needed to make it sound. So in that B room, you seeing like, come on, you got all these cats coming through. Like you guys, like on the low, one of my friends that's part of Young Guys Foundation. He went to school with my cousin, and he became part of the foundation. Steve is one of my bros.
Okay.
And I met I met J. Rue,
Right.
like when his single first came out. I went to his crib.
Right.
I went to his crib in Bushwick. So I'm like, we so close. We in the same studios working. So it's a community of us that's on this grind. And I think when the fans see that, they're like, wow, this is how New York look?
Right.
Wow, this is, wow.
You know,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's crazy, not to cut you, but it was crazy when you were, I was just speaking to you before we even got, you know, on the show, whatever, about how, like, even the way you be moving now. Like, see, you do the little Instagrams or whatever, what you post, and you're riding a bike. You know, you got the backpack, whatever. That was J. Rue. I mean, Tools was moving like that. Even in Brooklyn, way back then, 95, or shit like that, 94. And I'd be like, yo, you know, because everybody was like, yo, I'm going to get a car, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to grip my whip, whatever. But nah, J. Rue went got a nice-ass bike. Right,
nice bike though.
And then he had created a little following like the perverted monks I was telling you. So now we'll be in New York and he'll be riding like 8 deep, where everybody got dreads. You know what I mean? Everybody's on bikes and shit. You know what I mean?
Man, that's you know. Come on, man. That's when you talk about the foundation.
Right.
The Gangstar Foundation, like these kids, like everybody on there was working. Big up to Maine, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was like it's so many people that's behind the scenes that the fans don't see as often as they see these, you know, I guess the faces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every time we go to Germany right now, if J. Rue was in the town, he always pull up to the shows or the events or whatever. It's like we have this community that we have established through these real experiences. Like, bro, we could get cars. We got cars. We could do all that stuff. Like, that's cool. But who could put their feet on the street, though? Who could really ride around the street without no, you know what I mean? No roof on the top.
Right.
You mean what?
Right.
And it is what it is. We going to different hoods. We going from Brownsville, East New York, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking tough guy stuff, but I'm like,
of course.
We was exploring. We was adventuring through the hoods and respect. You know, and that's what I love about, you know, if people say this golden era, I'm like, that's what was golden about that era in the 90s, where you had people in Queens, people in the Bronx, artists in Staten Island. You had this whole explosion of maybe it wasn't collective at the time, but it was everybody that was holding down their respective hoods, and everything was successful. Staten Island was banging, Bronx was banging, Queens was popping off, everybody was getting, Long Island was, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it wasn't like the hatred, it wasn't no anger, it wasn't no, like we all New Yorkers, so of course we had that aggression and you know, whatever that was on us already. But when we seen cats over here getting money, we was like, ooh, yeah, we bumping that.
Right.
We see cats over here getting money, ooh, yeah, we bumping that. I don't know if during the 90s period that we ever used the term hater. Yeah. I'm wondering, I've been asking people to interview me, I'm like, do you know when that term came about? When we started going, we grew up in Brooklyn, so I grew up in Brooklyn. I know about the robbers. I know the robbers, they rob you, they probably love you when they're still robbing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We grew up with the stick-up kids, the kick-down-the-door kids. We grew up with the drug dealers. We grew up with so many different aspects of crime in our neighborhood that it says desensitized at some point.
Sorry, it says here that the word hater was popularized in the 1990s by the Notorious B.I.G.
See? I don't like that. How you gonna put that on Big?
Yeah.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that. Big is the person that says spread love is a Brooklyn way. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna say spread love? But I guess, you know what? Come on, man. I don't know.
Hey, just because it's on the internet don't mean it's true.
It says right here, the word hater, as it's often used today, is derived from the term play-a-hater, a phrase popularized by the late rapper Notorious B.I.G. Shown here.
Play-a-hater. Wow. See, you learn something every day, just when you thought it was safe.
See, that's that.
They'll blame it rap again, Big Shug.
That's them urban dictionaries and shit. You know what I mean? Yo,
It does make sense to a player hater.
of course.
Once you hear it out loud, player hater, you're like, oh yeah.
You hating the player.
Oh, because he did a song, Player Hater.
Yeah.
Make your head down.
Yeah. You just know you're, and you know,
The
You've
Brooklyn
been
thing.
wrong.
you know, I noticed
That was
one.
a dope ass song.
That
Yeah.
was.
I noticed one thing though. Being from Brooklyn, they bringing your inner Delphonics out.
He's gonna be listening to that as soon as he gets out of this interview.
Hold on. Pardon me for cutting y'all beautiful wisdom. Before you play that, since I'm telling you, I want to let y'all know right now, with some distinguished individuals, so you guys can just say what's up to them real quick.
Absolutely.
You might know some of these people. Oops. Sorry, I might want to take the case off my phone.
Yeah, it's kind of dark.
The Incredible Crisis.
Oh, Crisis.
Good,
What's up?
brother.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
Can you
good?
hear me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't hear y'all.
We're here. Crisis, you hear us? We love your beats, man. You got some dope
Here
shit.
we go. Wait, let me around so he can see who we talking to.
We saw you. We can see him. Yeah, what's good, baby?
What's going on, we live.
Chilling, man. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? We just appreciate that. You know, the music and everything, man. You know, just keep that going down, man. Just saying what's up. That's all. You know.
Peace, man. Back, man. Sam.
Peace.
The General.
What's up? What's up, my dude? My dude, what's good with you, man? How's
You
things?
done know. Gucci gang.
Good, man. Listen, hey, it's crazy even seeing y'all because rest in peace, Tame One. But that's the last time I saw him when we was out there in Europe. It was y'all,
Right.
us, and the Artifacts, you know? And I was like, wow, you know? But yeah, man, listen, good to see you though, still though, man. We
Ain't stay mighty.
yeah, there's no question, man, you know?
We gotta get you on here, Tech.
Yeah, you gotta come.
I don't know if you can see me. I'm back here. DL, Mr. DL, I'm back here.
The other introduce you to because he on papers.
Oh yeah.
He
He
what?
on the run. He on the run.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Shout out to Nori.
Okay. Nah, it's cool. Oh,
man, you know what I mean?
you said he on it.
My man.
You said he on his gingerbread man?
Nori.
You say he's the gingerbread man right now. He catch me if you
Nah,
can.
that's my guy, bro. Man, that's my guy, man.
Nah, that's all good, baby.
Damn, that's the foundation. You know what I mean?
No question.
But this is what we do right now. This is the current events. You know?
It seems like it's hot over there. Is it hot over there?
And man, we just finished cooking. We just finished cooking, so it's a little steamy. And we probably got a bus. You say you gotta leave at 8:30, right? Or like now?
No, I ain't gotta leave till like 7.
Okay, so we gotta do time. Can we burn a stick? Because this young lady over here is making me. I just want to be like, why? Who hasn't figured out how to let that transfer through the airwaves?
It's coming. It's coming.
You know it's up next, yo.
Oh yeah, it's coming for real. It'd be
I
like,
would
yo,
like to be in the test trials.
You'd be like, yo, tapped out.
Yo,
Yo,
I'm definitely signing up for that.
it's gonna go down. We gonna you heard it here. Remember, Tech, I still brought it up. You know what I mean? So, but listen, so I noticed.
Ah man, actually in the car. Sorry, I'm listening.
It's cool after the pandemic and stuff like that. I noticed y'all been moving around a little bit now. Is there like, have you been touring? Have you been doing shows, or what's been going on?
Nah, man, it's been like it's like the milk's gone bad. Nah, I think that people are still a little bit shook, a little bit.
Right.
The fans are wondering if we actually going to show up at the events, and I think the promoters are a little bit scared. So, you know, we've been not touring as much as we have been, and I have to be honest with the people out there. You guys, you already know what time it is, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's a different change. It's a like touring, not only for the artists, but for the fans, is a therapeutic exchange. I think that we need to have that in like the government. Like it should be like Canada, where Canada pays for artists to make these projects. It should be money and it should be money that's given. Like Canada has like 100,000 or some X amount of money. That's somebody told me about that. You can look this up and see how real it is. But I heard that the government puts aside money for the arts. You know what I mean? So they're able to have this. They know that the arts and the culture is important to the people and to their well-being. And I think that, you know, America being this rich nation should consider something like that. Because the arts, when you say music is therapy, one can attest to that, because like traveling across the world and then talking to people, not only having these concerts, but just coming, like, you know how it feels when you come to a person's city or a town or province and they going, wow, I can't believe you came to this place. They were like, what?
Right.
We love y'all like y'all love us. And we just want to, show gratitude in that regard. So it gives us an opportunity to have this platform to build and appreciate why this is important. So, yeah.
It says here, right here,
I miss it, man.
Last year, Canada gave $55 million to musicians.
See what I'm saying?
Million.
Last year, bro.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Last year, bro. Like I was out there with my man that's out there. Salute to my man Mark Started. Mark Started is an artist out there that has a company called Live It, Wear It. And he does t-shirts, but he's an artist, he's a designer, you know, and he's very active in the community. And he was building with me on certain things. And like some of the other brothers was like, Mark doesn't take money from the government. He probably could file for a grant or stuff like that, but he just works. He just works off the cuff. You have artists who do that, but then at least they have the access to it, right? But us, we over here, our access is like, damn, like what? We gotta ask for money on the line. You know what I mean? It should be a fun, man. And I believe that. I think that brothers is working on that right now. Salute to Chuck D and Dougie Fresh and these brothers that's working on the union.
Oh, nice. We were talking about that, Big Shug.
I'm forgetting some names, but yeah, I think that that's an interesting concept, and I think that
it is.
we have to instill the belief. I mean, being in hip hop teaches you, like, particularly I can't even say hip hop. That's not even appropriate, but the neighborhoods that we grew in taught us not to trust nobody. And then being in the industry where a lot of people don't always get their, full compensation, a lot of times it teaches you to just kind of be reserved and trust in things. And I think there should be some incentive for artists to join this thing and empower it and get some bread. 55 million last year.
And as I'm reading more into it, that was just from one organization. I guess there's a bunch of these organizations that exist. So it looks like we're gonna get dual citizenship still. We gotta move up there.
Yo, DL. I said if I have one more argument in New York, I'm going to Canada. I don't know if I'm going to the west side or the east side. Y'all don't appreciate the guard no more. I'm gonna set up shop.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna build a school. You know what I mean?
I'm about to say something.
No, that was it.
Call Uber.
Big Shug has a famous question.
No, we almost did. I got one more thing to ask. So, because, on here, it's not a lot of controversy and shit like that, but the positive attention is always obviously, what we want.
Pause out. I don't mean to be rude. I'm digging in my teeth. I just got my teeth done. I'm very conscious about my.
Good. You should take care of your teeth.
You know what I'm saying? I need to keep. Yeah.
Dental hygiene is very important.
It's kind of cool because because the danger zone is what it is. Because we've had a few toothless guests on. Hey, and I ain't going.
It's hard to focus. It's hard to focus when you.
Yo, dude.
You know what I mean? It's like, wow.
It kind of been smooth because the brothers came on toothless, and the front, and a few artists. They know where they are. They on here, so they know that joint ain't in the front, and But they was calm as shit, like that shit is there. So there was.
Yeah, this is it.
We'll take a moment for a public service announcement. Take care of your teeth, people.
Yeah, but it's cool. We had some good people on here from the industry. Minus that front joint. We have two.
Yeah.
You're still good.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, I mean, it might not be the thing for one of us. I don't know, but they didn't care. They laughing loud and all that.
Nah, man.
You know,
Some people.
gum disease is real.
I think everybody's self-conscious about something, probably. You know what I mean?
yeah, if not me, I feel like whatever, man.
I mean, like, listen, man. Let me tell you something. I'm just saying, like, I got my teeth clean and I just want to smile.
No.
Do it for the camera. We'll add some little.
I want to talk like I just got a big bag of money. Like, I feel blessed. Like, I feel like, yo, I'm happy to be alive, man. Like, I'm
every
like,
day.
Shit, like 3 days ago, I was sad. I felt like my homegirl was like, yo, you depressed? I'm like, you know what? I don't even know. Let me check up on that. Let me see who can I talk to right now? Trauma response. Trauma response. Thank you, Crisis. Crespo Crisis gave us the proper terminology. Trauma response. I asked Crisis, I said, how come when we walk into someone's house that got nice stuff, why we put our hands in our pockets? He said, trauma response.
Huh.
Well,
if you ever got your hands smacked by your mama or your grandmama for touching something that don't belong to you, you gonna remember that for the rest of your days.
That's like touching the stove.
Some of these kids ain't been disciplined. You know what I mean? They just be touching stuff, shit be breaking. They be, next thing you know, it's something in their pocket that they be like, I don't know how I got there.
I don't even know. Don't give me the line. Now, wait a minute. But you know.
I mean, we come from the era, man. They just put it on us, man. They said Brooklyn keeps on taking it. I'm like, we ain't the only thieves.
We ain't the only one.
But
it's a worldwide operation.
I mean, shit, we some stealing mofos. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a world. I mean, it happens all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know.
Sometimes.
But just a little while ago, she alluded to me. She reminded me, we want to know your 10 favorite MCs. Your 10 favorite MCs. Your 10 favorite MCs. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
It don't gotta be in a specific order.
I will say Chris.
KRS-One.
I mean KRS. Rakim, Kane, Big Pop. Man, this is when it starts. When your answers just go stretch out a little bit. Redman was a game changer for everybody. Everybody that first heard Redman,
fuck yeah,
he had to be in your top.
Friend of the show.
Redman's game changer. Facts, game changer. Who else? Favorite. Wow. Woo. Damn, man. Did I say Nas?
Nope.
No. There you go. 7.
But he's not relevant.
Why you starting?
And that's when your grandma would smack you in the head and be like,
with the back of the head.
The fuck out you.
Boy.
Smack you in the back of the...
With the backhand, right?
Yep.
Come on.
Make you run into the kitchen.
Boy.
Smack you in the back of the neck, make you run in the kitchen.
Hell yeah.
Or pinch you at the
You
back.
gonna grab something in the kitchen, come back, and then I'm gonna tell you why I smacked you. That's 7.
Where I'm at. What's that, 7?
Yeah.
All right. Wow. The game gets crazy at that point for me because there's so many talented individuals out there, and I'm sure I'm gonna mess this last 3 up. But I'm gonna just say, off the cuff, individuals that inspire me on my come up. Chuck. That's 8, right? 2 more. Let me see. Who else? Wow. Next question. No.
We here.
You got the waiting music.
Too simple.
All right. Can I say my partner?
Of course.
I was waiting for it.
All right. No, he's one of my favorite artists because, like, he always, like, he's super humble, right? And he talks this like, yo, I never wanted to rap. But I'm like, man, when you listen to the stories that he tell, he's so engaged in the stories. And
like for me, he's a great storyteller. You know what I mean? And then I mean, just to put the icing on the cherry, on the cake, on the everything, the cupcake. Sean Price.
Sean Price.
Sean Price, man. It's one of the realest guys I've met in my entire life, man. Word up.
Shout out to the Price family.
Yeah, we had his family on.
Word up. Shout out to Bernadette and Shawnee.
Yeah, Chrissy Osama was her rap name. She was on here, man. We gave her some light. She told us she was Chrissy Osama.
Yeah, I sent her a beat. She wanted a beat. I sent her one.
You know, she said she liked drill a little more, but you know, she was bringing it. You know,
I sent her a drill beat too. She liked it.
Yeah, it was dope though, man. Shout out to that family. Shout out to you, man.
To be real, how I knew I thought I had a good ear for producing was the Cocoa Brothers Super Brooklyn record,
right?
Because as a kid, I had made that beat. You know what I mean? Not on a level as them, but I just made the beat as a kid. And then when that song came out, I remember being super salty about it, being like, "I made that beat already."
Right.
And
I did it already.
Yeah.
Yo,
and then it kind of made me take it a little more seriously. It was like I was like maybe like 19 when that song came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Your shit was close. You was close. You was on to something. You got to put that belief behind yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you step it up even. It's funny you step it up years later. So Guru gets this. He started trying to make beats on the low. So he gets this hook and he puts this beat together, right? And the beat is the song is called PDS. Pimp Dick Style, you know what I mean? So he did the beat and put it together. Boom, we rocks. So then guess what? So then Puff Daddy and them get the beat, and that's that. You know, the players all them on their scenes.
Yeah.
That's the same.
It's so many of those different heartbreaks, the heartbeats.
The same beat. It's real DJs would know, so they would blend them. Right, but then when I heard it, like their machine was way different from ours at that time, and I was like, oh shit, these songs out at the same time, you know. But it's like, you know, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So, but anyway,
I understand.
What we got going on? What's happening? You know?
Oh, I got one more thing.
Go ahead,
do you like performing live or making the music? Because I've seen you performing. For example, I've seen you perform in Boston at a venue that had no stage, and you and Tex stood on the bar and did one of the dopest rap shows I've ever seen. It looked like you were just in the zone there.
I think it's different dynamics, man. I think it's like, do you like making it, baby, or raising it, baby? I don't know. It's like I have like.
That's one for the smartest person alive. Whoever answers that question.
That's hilarious. That was great. That's a soundbite.
I know one thing. I mean, initially, both processes require a lot of hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm grateful that I have a partner that can ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I just have to lean on my own understanding, I'll probably, I quit twice a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I quit way more than Jay-Z.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? I retired mad times already.
I'm gonna tell you, you gotta have a partner with you like that, because y'all got like the biggest backpacks in the world. Nah, these guys. Yo, you put the bag. You actually put the bag. You actually put the bag on your, arm for each thing. But this shit was bigger than you.
It's a body.
Yeah. I was like,
it's a body in the bag.
You came dap me up.
With the shit in the bag, got shit on the bag.
You know, I know you dap me up, put that big ass shit on, dap me up, and then y'all was out. Cause in Europe these days, how we be moving, be on that train joint. You know, be sliding through.
Plane, trains, or automobiles.
Oh, no question. And it's beautiful though, cause I know since after those 90s, those days, I must have seen you guys several times. Over the years in Europe. And I'm like, man, here we are, still rocking these little, spots or what have you.
Bless.
And then to just have recently saw y'all, a couple years ago when we did that last thing. So, but it's a blessing.
Right.
You guys.
Nah, but I tell you, when we saw y'all, it's crazy because it's like being in a town where I don't want to disrespect, no disrespect to overseas, but when you see people that you know, that shit's like, yo, fam, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, yo.
Yeah, word.
I don't know, y'all coming or going? Y'all leaving or y'all staying?
That's
y'all staying, yo, let's smoke, yo. What room you in? Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
it's beautiful to commune like that, and I'm glad that we can still move around like on whatever capacity, man. Like, so for us, like we putting in this work with Soul Council right now. We out here, you see where I'm at. I'm in the studio with Crisis right now. Like we actually in the boardroom. This is like one of the first places that these guys recorded. It's like this guy's house and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we smart enough, don't drop low cows. I guess my shit, you know, if motherfucker need to know, he gonna put it on the black web satellite disc. But we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that right now. We really just riding around NC and experiencing what's here to offer and trying to create the best product that we can create and in hopes that in 2023 we're gonna put out this project that people are gonna love like they love The Shining, like they love The All, like they love like Duck Down, like they love Sherman Price. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think we got some stuff though, man. I think we got some stuff. As far as the music, I think as far as this next project, I think we got some stuff. Other than that, it's a couple of other solo things that's going on. I'm working on a project called Building Bridges Part 2. Tech got like a couple of movies coming out, some series that he's playing parts in, but I'll let him talk about that when y'all, you know what I mean? When y'all get to it on that vibe. But we cooking up. Allah has been very gracious with us. And on top of that, like just considering the fact that we did lose a lot of people, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Tame One, rest in peace, Hurricane G. You know what I mean? My auntie Marie Yates, Take Off, word, you know what I'm saying? It's a list that would require another show and probably a part 2.
Of course. And hopefully you can slide through.
Rest in peace, King Spider.
Do that.
You're gonna say something, Tanya?
Yeah, there's a lot of artists, unfortunately, that have passed away, and rest in peace to everybody. Let's leave on a more positive note. Let's talk about, you know, in terms of you being someone in the music industry, who right now as a new artist, even if it's someone that we don't know that you're listening to or maybe caught your ear.
A new artist that caught my ear. Oh my gosh, man! You know what? Like, I'm about to be an elder statesman, right? I'm going into like the irrelevant stage. So I listen. No.
You better stop now.
I know.
We out.
Tacky joke.
It's all good.
Nah, what I'm saying by that is like. I'm probably one of the older cats who pretty much listen to everything. You know what I mean? You was talking about somebody earlier that does drill music. My nephews do drill music. You know what I'm saying? The name of their group is Locks and Flocks. If you Google Milo Flocks or you Google Maury Flocks, Joblix, like those my nephews, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my son Rhymes, he's part of a crew called Space Syndicates. It's just a bunch of kids who smoke weed and do mushrooms. And it's like, it's different realms of these things. Absolutely. And you can't get so old that you don't listen to music.
Of course.
And I listen to music, and a lot of times I don't remember all the people's names, so I be trying to get hip to it. And then it's the other thing by giving people names too quick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to that, because it'd be a lot of clout chasers out there when you start dropping people's names. They be like, "Oh, he gave me Big Me up." So I drop my family members' name because I know they working hard. You know what I mean? So they always gonna have my support. And other than that, like if anybody want to check out who I rock with, you gonna hear it on my next solo project, which is possibly gonna come out on the top of the year. Called Building Bridges 2. Big up to I met a young lady named Fly Death at Coney Island when we did the Coney Island just passed with all the OGs, and she I don't know, she made me something about it. I was like, man, she's raw. I like this lady, and I started building with her, and I looked up her stuff. You know, when I come up, I feel like I got an opportunity to learn still. You know what I mean? Whether I experience all these things in all these years, it's so much more to experience. As we see the youngest coming up behind us and they're adding on, we pass the baton to them. We should support each other. We should keep this going 360 degrees. So on that note, I'm in support of most of this stuff. But I'm not in support of of the death of young black and brown male young people, any young people for that matter. If we promoting that, we have to have some accountability, and I want that to be more expressed. If it's possible, I think it is. I want to see that, but we also know the mystique behind that as well. But I love what's going on. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of talented people out there.
Let us know
Pardon
what are
me
your
for being long-winded.
No, that's okay. Let us know what are your socials that everybody know, like where they can reach you, where they can hear your music.
Yeah, you could hit me up at General Steele on Instagram. You can reach my PNC Tech Smokey Lie on Instagram. You can hit us up at Real Smif-n-Wessun. Our Smif-n-Wessun is SMIFNWESSUN, like the sunshine. You heard?
Nice.
If you spell it any different, you're gonna be at somebody else's page. You're never gonna get it.
That's
You know what I mean? Other than that, smifnwessun.com, duckdown.com, bucktownusa.com.
I got one more for you. The reason why I asked you months ago to be on the podcast, can you just give us a little backstory on your book?
Oh, see? That's
why you were here.
That's why you get paid the big
Bring
bucks.
it back.
Huh?
Bring it back.
I know it. Bring that beat back. Bring that beat
Yeah,
back.
like I just want to get that out there.
The backstory on my book. The book is called By My Own Hands. I think, honestly, it was poetry that I had saved. I wasn't really confident about. And I think as we get to these ages and we get to the point where it's like, okay, we have a responsibility to share it. Not only to the population, but to ourselves. Like, you created it. Put it in the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I don't have to be afraid to express myself. And that's why I named it By My Own Hands. I want people to go, yo, I created this for my concept, for my love of labor of love. But I'm like, wow, I just want to share this with the people. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, this is not a Langston Hughes. This is not a James Baldwin. This is Tony Steele. This is Darryl Yates.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me break it down to the last compound. And then it's also a preamble for the book that I really am working on, which is about how I met the boot camp club.
Oh, shit.
All the details.
Mm-hmm. All right, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, thanks, man. I know you're trying to get some music done, so we just...
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for your patience, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as we continue to, move on and hope to run into you soon, man. See when we flow.
Yes.
What you need.
You know what I mean? So, listen, we appreciate you coming through the Danger Zone episode
Thank you.
43.
Thank both of y'all, man.
You know what I mean? My man General Steele, from the legendary
Smif-n-Wessun partner board and
I
line.
mean, Brooklynite, you know what I mean? You know what it is. All right,
I'm
man,
grabbing the wrong one. It's on smoke.
we're going to get at you.
Yo, salute to the family, man.
Peace.
Peace,
Yeah.
thanks,
to the
man.
family.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Salute.
So here we are, NFL picks with Real Love. Oh, man.
No, is it my thing or is it your thing? Because it's really our
Yo,
thing.
they harmonizing.
That's what they just jealous.
That was like two birds.
They just
They was all the way up
jealous.
there. It's bird man and bird girl.
So we had a very, very weird
Nothing.
week in the NFL.
What week is this? What week is it?
11.
Week 10
Ooh, 10.
that we just passed.
Yo, there was
Semana número 10.
there was some incredible, a bunch of games that weren't supposed to be lost. So, as we stand, how did we do this week?
We actually didn't do that bad.
Oh, really?
We did pretty good.
Go ahead, sit up.
When she
honest.
says we, I never know who she's talking about.
Go ahead, start. Start.
It's never me though. It's never me.
Caboose,
We collectively did well.
like they say, caboosial. That don't mean shit. That's a caboose.
I don't know what that is.
But go ahead, Trey.
So there were only 14 games this week.
Okay.
And so Dad and we tied at 8 and 6.
Which one of these gentlemen is Dad? I just asked.
My dad.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know whose dad that is, but only Bailey.
Bailey didn't come upstairs. He's still down.
My kid's a dog. Mine is human. But anyway. So
then,
we tied at 8 and 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
And then Tanya, you got 6 and 8. And DL got 9 and 5.
Oh, nice.
He just, I think there was that.
So
that
Green Bay. The Green Bay game was
The
what?
Green Bay one.
That helped me out.
That's the one that you did, that extra one.
So he had 9 and what?
6.
5.
And what?
8 and 6.
8 and 6.
6 and 8. 68.
So she was in the back.
Yeah.
In the back and the
But
front.
6 and 8.
You know where
That's
you
fine.
at.
Caboose.
Yay.
So I know Kabusial, whatever that means. Anyway, so what is our numbers right now?
So the numbers are as stands. Dad, you are at 89, 61, and 1.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
And then DL is at 85, 64, and 1.
Wow.
And then Tanya is at 80, 69, and 1.
Oh boy.
And I'm at 77, 71, and 1.
She's like,
Seven,
I'm
9.
Elvis,
Oh, yeah.
and you don't need to know what I'm saying right now.
Yo, so I only got a 4-game lead, but there was a hot week. So where we at this week? This week we're at on DL, and let's go. What's the first game?
All right. The first game is on Thursday, the 17th, and it's the Titans at the Packers. What we got?
Packers.
Got it.
I'm gonna go Packers too.
Pack Dogs.
Okay. Tanya?
Yo quiero ir con los Packers.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to test my theory and do the complete opposite. If we all have one of the same, I'm doing the complete opposite just to see if I win.
Yeah. That's a good theory. That's good. No, you're right.
It's like when
So I'm
you're in
gonna
the
go with the
casino
Titans.
and
It's-
you're down to one of your last
The
options.
Titans isn't a bad pick actually because I kind of like them for Derrick Henry and that team is solid, but Green Bay looks like they're on a turnaround on the comeback. But all right, so
We'll see.
that's Thursday.
All right, next we got the Bears at the Falcons.
Bears are at the Falcons.
Shoot.
I'm going to go Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the crazy man running wild, my man Justin Fields. Chicago.
Okay.
See, I've been picking Chicago a lot, and I keep fucking losing some.
Yeah, man.
Probably going to lose this week, too, then.
You're right.
And then Tanya?
I'm going with the caw.
Falctown.
All right. And I'm also going with the Falcons because they're birds.
Okay.
All right.
That's better.
Keep
That's
it
more of a
poppin'.
falcon.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of falcon sound. Maybe by the end of the season we'll figure it out.
Right. Then we have the Browns at the Bills.
Oh, the Bills.
Bills. Sorry.
Bills.
You got to go Browns. You got to go Browns now. Because you said...
Me?
Yeah, because we all
Oh,
went.
yeah, I'm going Browns.
Oh.
I already picked. I already put that down as Browns.
Nah, the Browns.
Just you wait. You watch, and I'm going to have all right, and you're going to be like,
Yeah.
what?
Let me tell you, if you get the Browns right,
I'm going to take the
I'm actually rooting for you.
if you get the Browns right,
Thank you.
if you win the pot, you get extra chicken. Yes, the Browns are like, but go ahead. Who's next?
All right, next we got the Panthers at the Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Panthers.
I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson, the Ravens.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
All right. I was also going with the Ravens because they're a bird. So it really, if they're birds, that's what I pick. So it doesn't matter if
I think it might be time to let that whole love with birds. I think you might have to switch it over to cats or something.
Kupusial.
Some sort of
I'm
mammal.
allergic. I'm like really allergic to cats. Can't do
Oh,
it.
shit.
Sorry.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the Lions at the Giants.
Giants. Giants, because Lions never win and always go Giants.
Giants, they're playing phenomenal. Saquon Barkley,
God bless you.
they're just crazy. Lions, yo.
And we're going with the Lions. Wait, Dad, you said Lions or Giants?
Giants, I'm sorry.
Giants, okay. Yeah, I'm going with the Lions. All right, next we got the Jets at the Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh my God! What? If
I'm going Patriots as well.
Gotta go. You gotta do it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna pick? You gotta do it.
Come on, we gotta get it. Spit it out.
I guess the
Spit it out. Okay.
You just want the Jets?
All right, what you got? She's Jet.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Oh, you're probably gonna win then. The Jets are gonna go.
Right?
Patriots.
Jets are gonna
Right.
score 80.
Go ahead.
Next, we have the Commanders at the Texans.
The Commanders? What? Oh my God, those douchebags. Commanders.
Whoa.
Yo, I'm
Did you
going.
say that on here?
Yeah.
Sensitivity with Mr. DL came early today.
But yo, I'm going Commanders. They beat the undefeated Philadelphia
Yeah.
squad.
Last week.
They fucked it all up.
Huh?
Did you pick them last week?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Commanders.
Who you got, Ray?
What did DL? What do you get?
Commanders.
I went Commanders. They're on a high right now.
Hip.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans.
Oh wow. Oh shit.
The
Who'd you go?
Trastons.
Who'd you go? To Commanders?
Oh, they're playing the. Oh,
Who'd you
no.
go?
Yeah, Commanders.
Oh, Commanders.
Commanders.
Okay.
All right. Next, we have the Rams
Paying
at
attention.
the Saints.
Rams.
Saints. The Rams are just broken.
That's what they said about Commanders. And I'm joking.
I took
Wait, who? Where are they playing? Who's
The
home?
Rams.
Rams are
The
going to
Saints
New
are home.
Orleans.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
New Orleans.
Narlands.
Cabusial.
All right. Next, we have the Eagles at the Colts.
Oh, Eagles. Eagles by a lot.
Eagles, because they're going to come back.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been a
Their first loss.
disappointment. I'm gonna say Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts.
You're wearing Colt colors like that navy blue and white.
Cabusial.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And we have the Raiders at the Broncos.
Raiders are at the Broncos. The Broncos.
You know what? They're both playing like the back of a mule. Let me see. But the Raiders, is the Broncos or the Oakland's got to get a win, man. They got to get a win. I'm going Oakland. Damn.
I'm gonna go with Big Shug and say Raiders.
No, but they're Las Vegas.
I'm Las Vegas. I'm sorry. Las
Right?
Vegas. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Vegas.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
third city they've been in. At
You're
least.
right. You're right.
How many? 4? 3 or 4?
All right. I was also going Raiders.
Raiders.
So that means DL, you are Broncos alone.
Oh, Broncos. I'm Team Bronco. Now, John Elway's going to score 2 touchdowns at least.
Yes, and same thing with Garcia Parra. But go ahead.
He's going to throw a touchdown
Yes.
to Peyton Manning. I know it. I
Oh
see it
yeah,
happen.
it's gonna happen. With
Where's Bledsoe?
Poor Bledsoe.
or Garcia Parra. But anyway, go ahead.
Old Spice commercial.
Garcia
Yeah.
Parra. Remember, he's as good as Jeter, bro.
Yeah, on the glove work, it shows.
Yeah, the glove work for sure.
Glove work 20-something times. I don't know. But go ahead. What you got next, Bree?
We got the Bengals at the Steelers.
I'm going to go the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
Banga 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 bangles.
Everyone said Bengals? Man, I put
Yeah.
Bengals down, but now I gotta switch to the Steelers.
Yeah, gotta get them numbers up.
Stay by your brand. That's what you said you were gonna do.
Putting the thumb on the scale. Gotta put the thumb on the scale sometimes.
All right, I'm going Steelers.
Okay.
All right, next we got the Cowboys and the Vikings.
Oh shit, the Vikings. Let me think. I'm gonna go Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings too.
All right, you forced my hand, ladies and gentlemen.
You were team Texas.
Hey, I'm only
so
one
early
lady.
on.
I know, but you know, with the Vikings, I liked both of them, so we'll go with Cowboys. I love, Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
I wish I could go
fine.
with the Cowboys, but
No, I can't do it.
can't.
All right, next we have the Chiefs, the KC Chiefs, and the Chargers.
Chiefs.
KC.
Chargers. I'll be with you.
Holy shit. Yeah, this news just.
KC?
I'm KC. What are you?
KC.
Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
She's
with
in
the
charge.
Chargers.
Oh, she's going Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers?
Why not?
They
I'm
goofy
gonna
as
go
shit.
with KC.
Yeah, Chargers is goofy as shit. Go ahead.
Well, I thought she was gonna go opposite, so I was going to unite with her in her
Goofy as
position.
shit.
Am I up? Well, it has to be 3-1 opposite.
That's all good.
with you.
Yo, do it. Hey, do what an Ahsoka would do.
It's a roulette. It's Russian roulette out here.
You're not Maria
Oh,
right
boy.
now. You're not Maria right now. You're
I know that
Ahsoka.
I'm not winning, so I can choose like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You might end up being the one or the
All
four.
right, so now we're up to Monday Night Football, and we got the 49ers at the Cardinals.
Who are they? Who's at the Cardinals?
I'm going
49ers.
Niners.
49ers.
The Cardinals. I'm gonna go 49ers on
I
this
don't know how to
one.
rate my
49ers as well.
49ers.
All right, I'm going Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it. That's Monday.
I'm still.
That's all
Oh, that was the
she
other
wrote.
game.
I'ma still love you the same, even if you continue to be
Real love.
the Caboose.
What's the?
She will always be real love.
I know.
That's what I named her.
I didn't know what you were gonna say, so that was like a censorship.
What's
Well, you
the,
know, sometimes you gotta sit down when we stand up. But go ahead.
stand
What?
up when you-
What's
sit
the
down.
Thursday game?
Ahsoka.
The Thursday game is
Forgot.
the Titans at the Packers.
Titans at Packers. Okay,
And
nice.
before we let you go, real love.
Yes.
We want you just for people who might say, "Man, what does this woman have on?" So let people know who you are or the character.
I am the Star Wars character Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka who?
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tommy. No, Ahsoka Tana.
She had a part in The Mandalorian, if you're familiar with that.
Mando's in
And
the
then she was
bando.
also on the animated Clone Wars of Star Wars.
So, if y'all don't know about this Ahsoka Tana, you got to Google it and get caught up with that. All right, but that's who she is. And as we switch to the other camera, we want to know, Mr. DL, what character are you?
I am Mr. DL. No, I am Morgan from The Weekend Warriors, seen only on Amazon Prime.
Check it out.
It's adult comedy for immature losers. So check it out.
So he's Morgan, she's Ahsoka, and we are out of here.
Hell yeah.
Yo, we appreciate the picks again. We'll see where we stand right now.
And where we sit.
Big Shug's in the lead. Second is Mr. DL. Third is Tanya, Chef Tanya Nicole. And fourth as the Caboose. It's real love. Yo, love you. We'll see you next week. Peace.
All right.
Bye.
Sure. Yo, you must have just always wanted to do that in your life.
He's killing himself.
There's a lot of cracking up going over there, little dab ass. But anyway, now, a little dab assing.
All right, so we had the pick, shout to Real Love.
Yes.
Real love.
Steele called in. We were gonna do Stupid as Hell early, but Steele called just as we were about to do it. He's called.
So guess what
We'll
he'll have
take-
to do it now.
We'll take care of it right now. This week's Stupid as Hell is simple, but it's not. I'm gonna say the name first. I like some of your music, man, but on this week, 21 Savage, you stupid as hell. The reason being is Nasir, Nasty Nas. He says that Nas is irrelevant. He only has his fan base. Now, the crazy thing about that, so I could see how somebody could think that he's a little gas. He just got off this project with Drake. He's feeling the world. Sometimes when you're it, you think it's all about you. But then that's how these MCs and other rappers fall off. Because one day you realize it's not about you, only for a time. So, with Nas's consistency, like me personally, I've known Nas since 16. When I first started coming to New York, he was kid. He was on the barbecue. Then he was doing some other things, and Preem started dealing with him. And Preem was doing some with Mobb Deep at the time when they was like kids too. So I seen over the years all he put in, always remained relevant and consistent pretty much. Every song everybody's not gonna like, every beat everyone's not gonna like. But Nas is great, man. He brought that music. He continues to do so. Now, to say he's irrelevant, the relevancy comes in, do people know who you are? From different generations, whatever, do they know?
Yeah. All right.
And
I'm not defending this guy.
To me-
I think he's wrong, but I think that most of Nas's fans aren't really. He doesn't have a lot of fans under 35 years old. I wouldn't imagine a lot.
Well,
of
this is
them. So, and this guy's probably what? I don't even know. Young, right?
Maybe.
So to him, he is irrelevant. You know what I mean? To him.
But there was well, you said that to him because there are like Eminem showed even when he announced all those rappers.
Yeah, at the Hall of Fame.
He's big as hell. Like, you know, as an artist, he's achieved the greatness, but he mentioned all them guys.
Yep.
See, he didn't say that one was irrelevant or whatever when he was popping because he was hip-hop. This dude is just speaking from a place of being like, what like you said, what he thinks. You know what I mean? Not with the actual thing, because Nas is relevant, man.
I think Nas is relevant,
Nas,
but I'm also in Nas's demographic.
Well, me too.
So he's relevant to me.
But I'm saying I also move with the youth. You know what I mean? Usually for my sons and shit.
Yeah, the youth push the culture.
You know, and
they do. Like, the youth push the culture. They really do. And a lot of people from my generation, I'm going to say it, I know you see it, are afraid to just let them turn rap into what they want to turn it into. And it's oh, you got to rap like this. And I'm like, well, dude, I'm fucking 18. I don't want to rap. I don't want to rap like this. I want to rap like this.
To me, the different sections have always been there. It's always the way you want to do it. Like, for instance, I know who 21 Savage is because, I
know who he is. I couldn't name a song.
The Younger Movement, but then he had a song that I took to because it had this old sample in it from back in the day. I love you for so many reasons. Something like that. I forget the name of the song right off, but that when they heard that, I heard that, and they funked it up. And then he was like, how many niggas you shot? How many, I don't know the name exactly, but I was like, yo, this shit is dope. Then I heard a few more things, and then I started listening to him. So I was like, okay, like, he's all right. But to say that, it's sometimes, as J. Rue once said, and guys will say in their older years, oh man, I was young and stupid when I said that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might think that about right now.
Yeah.
Because they trolled the shit out of him after it. He's been getting nothing but grief from it. And Nas is great, bro. You better hope in 30 years plus that people are still saying, yo, 21 Savage is nice.
Yeah.
You know, because that Nas is great. So listen, this week's Stupid as Hell for me, you know what I'm saying, is 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? Nas is relevant. Nas is great.
I feel
and it was kind of funny when that little dude Kodak Black was defending the fact about Nas, like, being relevant.
Who he was defending Nas?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, he talking like that. He sound like, you know what I mean, like a weasel on crack. And he said, he was like, yo, man, y'all say he ain't relevant, man. Y'all must be smoking dick. Right, this is what Kodak Black said, right? I had to laugh at this shit, right? Because I'm like, yo, that's what I mean. He's of the same generation as this dude, but he's speaking differently.
So my 13-year-old nephew went to see, 14 now, but at the time he was 13, went to the tour you went to, the New York State of Mind tour.
Right.
Because his favorite rapper is Nas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's what you say, 14?
Yeah, so he's 14. So
listen.
I don't know necessarily. I think it's having Nas fans at that age that find that many, but he does have them. So he is crossing. He is crossing over into the, like you're saying, he'll have fans that are 80 and fans that are 8. Like he's just.
The thing is, he'll always be part of that hip hop history, of that era in hip hop. So I feel like you come back to it.
Like, for instance, myself. So I came in at a time where my rhyming didn't just stay right there. You know what I mean? You couldn't afford to.
Yeah.
Like when I came in, they were still on the tail ends of Kool Moe D's and all them. That was the tail ends of all that. Rakim and them was basically, mellowing out as the gangster shit came in.
Yeah.
And it kind of changed a little bit. But there still was always those lyrical dudes, the Pharaoh Monches and, others, man. There was still them type of rap was out there. But then you also had that hardcore shit too, what I was rolling in. So I could have been somebody where they rhyme, so to speak, like, everybody, somebody, you know what I mean? That era of shit, right? But, The dudes who might be my age, but I don't.
Yeah, you know,
because I had to still keep up as far as rhyming with cats. As you know, I'm rhyming with dudes that are quite some.
A lot of
younger than me.
A lot of those people didn't progress, like you're saying, but a lot of those people might have been scared to progress because what they're known for is everybody.
Nobody.
So they might have been scared to progress. Who knows?
That's true. But now because I even thought like that myself. I'm like, damn, imagine. So you come in at this time, you sound like this, and this is how you're gonna sound for the rest of your career. Like, how's it gonna be? Like, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah. Because the time it changed right there. It started changing this shit. It went from, edit, you know what I mean? Telling motherfuckers just, you know what I'm saying? I clapped them up, shot the bricks off the wall. You know what I mean? Shit changed on.
To this, clap.
You know what I mean?
Bricks.
I know,
bricks.
right? Yeah.
Wall, get it. Wall,
skirt.
get it.
Skirt.
Off it.
Skirt.
Wall.
Yeah, you know what it is, man? Skirt. It's all good, though.
Some frogs in here.
Hey, listen. So this week, Stupid as Hell is 21 Savage, man. You know what I mean? Like, 21 Twinkies. Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that shit was whack. Nas, you my man. Shout out. Go check out that King's Disease.
Another reason why Twitter needs an edit button. 21 Savage.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know what it is, kid. Hey, but listen, you know what, though? Man, I mean, it's such a good time, but I just need to add this. Rest in peace to Tame One from the Artifacts. He was just laid to rest, heartfelt condolences from us here at the Team Danger Zone to your family and hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Also, man, there was another tragic event where 3 University of Virginia football players, young men, were shot dead by a former player who was no longer a player. He's no longer a player, but they were on a field trip. And I heard even one of the kids was probably sleeping. He shot and injured 5 or better, but 3 were murdered. It's such a sad thing because now here we talk about like some of those, like the rap murders and things like that and shootings. But here's some kids that are playing football at a high level, collegiately, being students and being where you want them to be. They want a bus, and they're dead today. I don't know what the backstory is with the young man. He is in custody, and I'm sure we all will find out. It's just a sad and tragic event. Young men cut down who are just basically realizing, their life and what they want to do. They're students, man. It's so disappointing. I'm getting to the net. We get connected. The names were Devin Chandler, Lavelle Davis Jr., and Deshaun Perry. Today, these young men, we'll put the pictures up, but today, these young men, that's it. Life is over because someone took it in their hands and just to shoot them. An ex-player. Man, it's something I guess more will come out as we go on, but, we just want to, give our condolences from the show to the families of those young black men. And the one that's injured as well, because I heard there was another guy who got shot in the back and then went out through his abdomen. So hopefully, he'll be all right as well. God bless. And, like I said, I hate those kind of situations, but, man, it's just so tragic. And, never know when it's over. It's just life, man. Got to do it as much as you can and keep it moving.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, on that note, thank you for stopping by. Episode 43 with Big Shug.
Mr. DL.
And Chef Tanya, Nicole.
On the Danger Zone podcast. Remember, excuses have no purpose, so don't make them.
Don't make them.
And as we glow, we grow. And listen, we up here, man. Check out the episodes. The holidays are upon us, so might be doing a few reruns or what have you, but stay with us, man, because we're going to come fresher and stronger, in the new year as well. So, We appreciate you.
Make sure if you if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to the podcast, I'm just finding out that a lot of people don't know that there's a video podcast. It's the video podcast first. The video podcast comes out first, and then it is released on all the other platforms. So if you want to watch the podcast, just come over to YouTube.
If you're wondering what our faces look like right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a picture of us on the thumbnail, but...
no, if they're listening.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a picture of us still. It says Danger Zone, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so just wherever you're at, man, share it. Peace. We out of here.
We out, man. On my dark days, you know what it is.
On my dark days, I chopped crack on a regular. Ran up in spots and clapped on a regular. Took big fat ass stacks from the register. No matter how hard they tried, they still couldn't measure the hard I have. You joke when I stab. Grands in my pocket and still caught a